Getting there. It's thinking. It's thought. Okay, cool. Sweet. So we are live, Batman. We are live. Hello, Xavier. How you doing today? It's good to see you. All right, let me put that down. There we go. All right, news on this update. Miyabi is back in the game. If you all are wanting to get her, there's no shot. Yuzuha's W is just an apple. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. I think that's really sick. And then obviously Miyabi's is back. We have a new Bang Boo. Miss Esme. I'm assuming this one's gonna be for Alice and Yuzuha. I would think. I don't know what it does. Spectra bubbles. Okay, so it's probably for Yuzuha. I'm good. Miyabi first rerun. Wahoo! Absolutely. Miyabi's first rerun. And it's gonna go fantastic. I am super, super excited for the people that are going to be able to get her today. And then I don't know why they changed how the output system works, which is, I mean, like, that's fine. But it is just tad interesting. So like I said, basically, the new update came out, so we're going to do our dailies, and then we're going to... Why is Billion on the floor? Why are you on the floor? You shouldn't be on the floor anyway. So, I'm not gonna get Yuzu. I'm after the. I knew you were after the W engine, so I do hope that you do get it. It's trying to guide me over there, and I don't want to go over there yet. There's so much stuff on my screen. There's so many bubbles. But what I would like to get done today is the main story. We will do their trial runs and things like that as well. But the most important thing is that we get done with the story. Usually, I have to end stream slightly before we end it, so I will probably stream Zenless again tomorrow. And then it'll also act as a way for me to clean up a whole bunch of things, because as you all can see, I have a lot of stuff on my screen. And all of these things need to be done at some point. So that is something that I'm going to hopefully get done. I do not know. Yeah, there we go. Okay, then we gotta go talk to Billion. There's also a new simulated tower. Epic! I didn't do the first one. I mean, I attempted the first one, but I only attempted it with, like... I think I attempted it only when I had Yanagi. I didn't even have Miyabi yet. So that's another thing I should do. I should do the tower. But... Okay, but can I access my Sweebian Temple? Okay, good. I thought it was gonna, like, lock me out of it for some reason. 2 new enemies. It's easy until floor 10. Yeah, I don't think I got to floor 10. I think my problem with the first tower was that, one, I attempted it with literally only one team, so I had, it was either gonna do this or I'm broke. And enemies just resisted electric, which is that was my only DPS. The entire, for like most of the game cycle until Miyabi came out, I only had electric DPS characters. So if they resisted electric, I was not getting anywhere. And it was brutal. So that is why I got to the part that I did in the tower, and then I forgot about it and I didn't do it again. The 2 new enemies are interesting, I'll say the least. They'll probably have their own little stuff. Is it going to stop me from throwing Miyabi at them? No. When in doubt, Miyabi it out. That's the long and short of it. When in doubt, Miyabi it out. You haven't finished the temple yet? No. No, I have not. I've basically been waiting for a day like this to start doing the temple. Um, because I don't like... How did I say this? I don't like playing these games outside of stream, because what if something happens that you all would want to see, or maybe I should have on the internet somewhere. So I just don't do this kind of stuff. I mean, like, I'll log in and I'll craft and I'll send them out, but I don't do any of, like, the restoration stuff. So go to Expert Challenge. There's a new enemy. I'll get there. I promise. I'll get there. I mean, even if I don't do it in the Expert Challenge, I'm going to end up, like, I'm going to be doing the story, which is where they will have us fight the new enemy regardless. But I'm already crafting that, I'm already crafting that. Surely it's going to give me something. There it is. And then, do you have energy? Not, so you need to be swapped. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, we can skedat. No. Hollow Zero, I mean... I already did Hollow Zero for the week. I don't know why it's telling me about this. Oh, they added to it! Yes! I just maxed it out, so I was hoping that they were going to buff that. I'm glad that they did. Master Training? I think this is what we're going to do. Because I don't want to forget about that this exists. So we'll do these three. We'll go into the events tab and we'll do, like, the hangout, or not the hangout event. We'll do the trial. There we go. More reward. I know, right? More rewards. And with that said, I did forget my water, so I will be right back. Alright. They also have a new proxy legend. Oh, this update's gonna be so good. This update's going to be bigger than I anticipated, actually. When the boss is stunned, if there are 3 agents surviving in the squad, you can trigger each agent's chain attack. After triggering the first agent's chain attack, if you cancel the agent's chain attack, instead of have a different agent lead a heavy attack on the enemy, you can choose a different first agent to enter the chain attack again. Okay. So Xavier, it sounds like you have been, like, hard grinding the new update.
My time to shine.
Who do you need?
Come on.
Watch. Don't blink now.
Just finishing the job.
There it is. Go.
Securing the perimeter.
Things are about to get violent.
Remember my voice.
The way they're wording this is rather
Taking the
interesting.
stage again? Not this
Hello, hello. I have been. I do it every update? That's fair. Okay. Okay. So I let it expire.
Don't miss an
Let
opportunity.
me show you how it's done.
The wording of this is really weird. I do it every update.
Don't let up.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm here for.
All exits are now sealed. Who do you...
Gotcha now.
Securing the perimeter.
I'm not following why it's not counting this. This is very, like, this should have been counted. This is gonna be really annoying if it wants, like, hyper-specific.
Counter it.
Wow, I did it, and then I cancel it.
Who will
What's your honor really worth?
Just finishing the jump.
Why? Why is it not giving it to me? I'm doing what it wants me to. It's gonna be one of those things where it's just like super bugged and you have to like get really, like the close window's really small. Like how it was when the game first came out.
remember my voice?
That's probably what it is. Because when the game first came out, like day one, a lot of the trials or like the tutorials were like super specific and you had a really small window to actually do all of them. I don't know why it's still like this, but apparently it is. Okay, I'm gonna let it expire.
Who do you need?
I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Allow me, Eve.
But it goes to Aster, bro. What the heck?
It's you or me.
Literally just had the same issue when doing with those Chakran and Bua. It asked for a heavy attack. Yeah, we love this. This is very fun. It's not like I haven't been playing this game since launch. I know what it wants me to do. But I can't do it! It's not letting me! Okay, he's stunned. Evelyn,
Don't miss
let
an
it run out. It's not letting me go to lighter, brother!
Just finishing the jump.
Bro, this is annoying. This is going to annoy me. Okay, you plant yourself right there.
Get him.
How about some
So it's probably bugged? I would assume so, because I'm doing this correctly. Okay, yeah, I'll give it like one more shot. If not, I'm not gonna linger on this too much. I just have to remember later that, hey, these things exist. Okay, look. Evelyn,
Don't
we let it
hesitate.
run out. Then lighter.
Go.
All exits
Then Evelyn. Give it to me, please.
Flames fade.
Hello, Harley. How you doing today? It's good to see you. I don't understand why this is doing that. Okay. Maybe the other two work? Question mark? Unlikely? Maybe. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today? Maybe the other two are bugged. Maybe the other two are going to be easier now, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing what it tells me to, I promise. So, shoulder to shoulder. After an agent uses an attack skill, if you press to switch to the next agent, the agent switch off field to complete their current action. Oh yeah, I know all about this. Are you pulling for the new character? I don't have the summons. Although, Yuzuha is one of 2 premium supports in the game right now, so she might, depending on how good she is, she might actually be worthwhile. Because,
waste of time.
wow, I completed it. Because that's what happens when the thing works. Am I pulling for the character? No, I don't have the summons for it, but she is one of 2 premium supports in the game, so I'm hoping that she is good. That way not every team in the known universe wants Astra on it. I hope. But, so Harley, are you new to Zenless, or are you a day 1 player? Okay. This is counter. When about to be hit by an enemy, press the to perform a dodge and trigger a perfect dodge, then press to execute a dodge counter. If timed perfectly, then press F to simultaneously activate the next action's defensive or evasive assist during dodge counter. Cool. I do that anyway. I mean, I'm always down with more rewards. And you're going for Yanagi. I'm actually going to attempt. Usually I don't do this, but
Watch your
I
blind spots.
ended up... Okay, come on. Hit me.
Found your weakness.
Give it to me. Give me the achievement.
I'll do my best.
Give it to me. I'm doing it, I promise. But yeah, so I'm actually going to try to go for Yanagi's W engine because she actually doesn't have hers. And with her being on my strongest team, I think it would be worthwhile to get. Although her 4-star W engine is pretty good on her. The 5-star is obviously going to be her best. That's such a small window that it wants me to do this with. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can do this correctly. Nope. What? I'm 64 pulls away from S rank. That's diabolical. There we go, I did it. I just had to... I was doing the attack before I was doing the shift, so it was not counting. That's what it was. Yeah, well, I mean... I don't know how many pulls they're giving in this update, but we do have quite a few events coming out. And it isn't like HSR when you get 10 pulls within 10 minutes. This game is slightly different. That is true. Okay, we can exit now. We can exit now. Well, the Zenless is also pretty good about giving out rewards. Yeah, I kind of want to try this again because it's... Like, it's... The other two are working, so like, I want to try this one more time. Because it wants me to... What? Okay. Very, alright. Yeah, let's see if this is going to work correctly this time.
What's your honor really worth?
Just finishing the jump.
That was a heavy.
This is our chance.
Gotcha now. Again.
I forgot that about Lighter.
Securing the
His
perimeter.
auto will not,
It's an opportunity.
Be gone.
his auto will not be the one to...
Things are about to get violent. Get him.
Remember my voice.
Yeah, I don't know why Lighter doesn't do that. Lighter's auto will not stun the enemy, which is, like, really weird. Because most stun characters can do that. Lighter is one of them that will not. Why is this one so difficult? Is that not what I'm doing? Then cancel, then Lighter comes in. I don't know why, because it's like, do I have to plant Astro way before this, really far away, so that I can do this?
Securing the perimeter. All exits are now sealed.
There we go. Cause I did want to give it to me. I had to just plant Astro really far away so she couldn't be a swap-in. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't want to continue. We are not doing that. We are not continuing. Okay. Proxy Legend. Epic. I bet you I'm going to have most of this done. Obtained 6 stars in Deadly Assault's crazy. That's for 100 XP. To cut. That's okay, cool. That's not happening anytime soon. Obtained 6 stars in Deadly Assault. Head is in Battlefield and clear 410. I mean, this one probably not gonna happen. This one is possible. And so, like, we're just gonna work our way down. This is the major story. Yeah, this is like the main story that's going on right now. This is the tower that they added. This is going to be the character trial. This is the login event, and this is just Deadly Assault resetting. Okay, cool. So we're going to... I know. Very rarely do I think about pulling for Mindscapes. I heavily consider it when Miyabi comes around, because she's so very strong. She is so strong. Like, in any actual gacha game, I don't really consider getting...
Weakling.
She's so good. But yeah, like, if the pulling order works out down the line, I might actually get Mindscapes for Miyabi, because she's that strong. However, at the rate this is going, it's not going to work out. So
Even the enemy's not too busy. Lucky. That's it! Out of my way!
there we go.
I see it.
It is interesting. It's not giving me Yanagi,
It's over.
because that's like Miyabi's best in slot. But I didn't need a tutorial. I knew what she's capable of. continue. Chat, is my stream coming in okay? According to OBS, I'm having a lot of drops. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Because I'm multi-streaming, so it, like, doesn't know which one to pull from. Looks good to me. Interesting. Okay. Then we will continue. Thank you, chat. Alright, so this is a support. I have to keep that in mind. I also don't know what you do. When Yuzuha's EX special attack and ultimate hit enemies with heavy attacks, they inflict Sweet Scare. An enemy will subsequently be attacked by basic attack Sugar Burst Sparkles and heavy attack Sugar Burst Sparkles Max. When enemies in this state are first hit by an attack of matching attributes from the active character, Flavor Match will be triggered, and subsequent basic attacks Sugar Burst Sparkles and basic attack Sugar Burst Sparkles Max attacks will be converted to that character's attribute. That's interesting. So she's... Technically, I believe she's ethereal. I do not know if that's true. But she could also just be any other element.
On the road. Kama's itching to jump in.
So yes, she's doing a mix of ethereal and physical. I would like to know why it's not counting, because I'm attacking them. Okay, so if I do this, now if I do this, it's converted. Okay. Objective failed. You still can gain trigger points through EX special attack, chain attacks, ultimate. Okay, so she can basically gain stacks by doing things. Okay, so you can also get her to follow up in combat, which is kind of
Sure, leave it to me.
strong.
Time for a surprise.
The problem being, we don't have Ambi. I don't know exactly how to... Huh. Okay. So she has a lot of different
Don't get scared.
gimmicks.
Come on, don't be nervous. Don't underestimate.
I do like her animations, though. Her animations are very fun. But yeah, she has a lot of gimmicks. Like she has triggers. I'm going to act off of my own field time,
On the road.
but
Kick into
I don't know. This is
gear.
very strange.
That's it! Out of my way! Yeah! Kama's itching to jump in!
Yeah, I can see how she would be good. You put a defense pin set on her and then just go to work. Yeah, I can see why that would be good. I can see that that'd be strong. I'm back early. Welcome back, Xavier. Yeah, she might be good. I don't know if she's as good as Astra, because that's because Astra's really strong. Um, but
What brings you here this time?
hmm, yeah, because that also has change. You know, while we're here, we'll also do this guy's trial run. That way I can just have all of them done and I get the extra 10 for that. And then we'll go ahead and we'll start the story. Yep. Yuzuha may work with Vivian and Yanagi. Um, Possibly. Uh, from my very short time playing her, from my understanding, she's a support that allows you to do multiple elemental building, which basically means if she is naturally ethereal, she will build ethereal on them for anomaly, and you can also have them come in as with, say, Yanagi and have them build electric to do disorder. I don't know if that would work too well with Yanagi because Yanagi does disorder with herself. She doesn't need Yuzuha. I think Yuzuha would benefit a lot more from characters like Miyabi and Vivian, therefore, because you can do Frostburn and you can also do Anomaly. But, yeah, you'll have to do the rotations like super specific because you don't want Yuzuha taking the element that she already is, if that makes sense. More disorder. Well, I mean, yeah, it could work, but you could also just run Rina with Yanagi because that provides pen instead of disorder. Because Yanagi can actually, if you have your Yanagi built, she can apply disorder in one rotation through her E and her autos. So it's very, very easy to get pen and disorder just using Yanagi. You don't have to use any other character. But yeah, because I use Rina with my anomaly team, and she provides defense penetration and anomaly buildup for all of them. So she's really good in that sense. But yeah, I think Yuzuha would be exceptional in anomaly teams. Even if you do want to use her with Yanagi, I think she'd do really well. You would just have to time her correctly so that she's not taking up the same element type as. So if you were to use her with Vivian. I should probably read this. Are you able to see my chats? I am now. Something's going on, and I don't know why. So I apologize, Harley, if you have been typing and I haven't seen it. Something's going on with my OBS today, and it's just not wanting to display things correctly. So I saw that one. I did see that chat. Oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm going to attempt to. We're gonna attempt something. The stream may crash. If it does, I'll be right back. Let's see if this wants to work. I hope so. I hope it doesn't crash everything. Come on. There we go. I'll give it a second to update. And by a second, I mean a lot more. And can y'all still hear me? Am I still coming through? We here? Okay. So, it looks like OBS is stabilized quite a bit. Harley, I do apologize for that. I'm also going to refresh my pop-up so that this is a new one as well. Okay, so I hope that that fixes things. I don't know why it did that to begin with, but so I should be able to see your chats now, Harley, I hope. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, Pan basically exists to,
Allow me my turn in the limelight.
to allow, like, or not Yanagi, you know who we were talking about. Yishwen to build, her stacks faster? I think it also works with Chifufu. I'm pretty sure. I hope it does.
Breaking through.
An opening. Shift.
Yeah, unfortunately, Yishwen's just really, really strong.
Give them a taste of Yunquei Summit's technique. Concealed attacks are hard to block.
that.
Watch it.
Step back. Let me handle this.
There we go.
Let's make this quick.
How can you figure out what your stacks are? So it kind of depends on the character. Each character has their own individual stacks. However, if you were to take Panhu, for example, his stacks are always right here. So every character that has stacks or has a gimmick will always have them right here by their HP bar.
Evade now.
Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna quit getting beat up on. Yishun specifically. So this is good. I'm gonna have to like run away from you. So you have the buffs going on right here, and then you have the stacks. It's technically stacks, but it's just a progress bar. Ow.
Let me see what you're made of.
So
Exclusive recipe made just for you.
that's basically it.
Allow me.
So when you have energy, you can expend energy to build up your stacks, and then the stack gives you the extra ult. So that's where her extra ult comes from. And you can build it by doing a whole bunch of different things. Like, you can use the hold attack, you can use the counter attack. All of those things build her stacks, which then gives her the fancy schmancy second ult. I thought I just did this. Why am I doing this again? I don't want to do it again. I'm afraid. So Harley, if you're speaking, according to my end, nothing coming through. And I don't know why, because that's not normal. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, and like, I could attempt to do Deadly Assault, but like, there's just no shot. Deadly Assault's the hardest endgame content of any Hoyo game, in my humble little opinion. So, but like I said, I want to get this done today. So, and like I have all this stuff to do, and I'm really hoping that we can do it for tomorrow's stream. Depending on how much the story we get through, because if we don't finish all the story, that's perfect, because we can finish off the story tomorrow, and then I can just spend the rest of the stream doing cleanup of all these quests that I have. If not, I guess I can just resign myself to doing them off screen, and then if anything does happen, I can just hit record really fast. It's really cool that she's now in her new outfit as well. I did 3-star Miasma Priest and Deadly Assault last night. Very good. Very, very nice. We do love to see that. Yeah, I think if
You remember Damien, right?
I did end up using my Jifufu Yishwen team in Chibi Defense a few days ago. It's pretty solid. I use Yishu and Jifufu and Astro. That's my team too. Yeah, that's the same team I use. Yeah, they're pretty strong. I think Jifufu has a little bit
Banquet invitation?
of work to be done, but for now, it's working. But yeah, now I'm paranoid that my Twitch just isn't working. Although, no, it looks like on my end it's fine. I don't know, that's still paranoid. I don't know why it's doing that.
Judging by the looks on your faces, I thought he had sent some sort of legal notice.
He wouldn't dare. If it weren't for all of us from Yunquei Summit helping him take care of the Exaltists, he wouldn't be living the good life now. But as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
Hmm.
Here's the situation.
But yeah,
Even
so
though Top suppressed any media about
that's also what I use. That's the same team I used, and then I would just throw Miyabi on the other on the other side. She'd take care of everything. I love Miyabi.
The production of Porcelain is super important, and neither Tops nor Porcelumex can pretend that nothing happened. So, over the next 2 weeks, Tops will lead a security investigation in Waifei Peninsula and urge a swift return to business as usual.
But what does the security investigation have to do with the banquet?
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Waifei Peninsula. Porcelumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone. Although the security investigation doesn't involve Yunquei Summit, that Damien kid is pretty cunning. He'll leverage all his connections and resources to get closer to us.
Senior Shuyuan told me that right after the corruption incident was over, Damien sent a generous gift, but Shifu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. Shifu doesn't want Yunquei Summit to get too close to Porcelumex, and honestly, I have to agree. But since we're operating in Waifei Peninsula, we still have to do our best to maintain a working relationship with Damien.
If you ask
Interesting.
me, now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
Huh? Why's that?
I mean, Damien's not the worst person we've met from Top. Definitely not the worst person we've met from Tops. Tops kind of sucks.
If the three of us attend the banquet, it'll show Damien some respect without drawing too much attention. Besides, he already knows Shifu isn't around, so it's not like she's
Hello, Ketchup. How you doing today? It's good to see you.
Wait a second. What about Senior Fufu?
Well, yesterday we happened to learn that she had failed her arithmetic course, so Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. I'm afraid she won't be able to make the banquet.
Oh no, what happened?
I didn't expect the academic standards at Yunquei Summit to be so strict. Getting back to the point, I think your reasoning earlier makes a lot of sense. We
Bro,
should
I
go
would
to
have
the
failed the
banquet.
Inquay Summit in like a year. I'm pretty good with my studies.
Besides,
Math and I
I
don't
have
get
a
along.
feeling that there'll be some pretty influential guests at the banquet. We might be able to gather some useful information.
All right, it's settled then. We'll do Porcelumex a favor and attend the banquet.
Hmm. Okay. The impending crash of waves. Math easy. Well, depending on the kind of math. Like algebra, I do find enjoyable, I must admit. But like, when you get into the mathematics required for computer science, that math sucks. Ketchup, that might be warranted of a doctor's visit. That's crazy. You're about to enter immersive storytelling. You cannot complete missions of other types while in this mode. Continue. Yes! So I wonder how long these quests usually are. Usually they harbor around 3 to 4 hours long. Sometimes they're a little shorter than that. But... because they usually last the full length of stream, but because I tend to do... I almost thought that was Hugo for a second. That's Damien. But because I did think that... maybe that. She looks important. Whoever she is, she looks important. There's the Hugo wannabe. I don't see anyone else of note. I mean, he maybe might be important, but she definitely looks important because she has a custom model. That's Damien. Maybe him. Try to eat enough for Shifu and the others. That's great. Okay. So, I mean, this is what the inside of Sweetie's place looks like. I don't know if we can actually go in here naturally. I'd never tried. Because I guess this is the door. Oh, that's an elevator because we're on the second floor. Okay. That's awesome. The little chicken thing. So then, Xavier, have you done the main story quest or no? Have you done it yet? Because I don't know how we're going to be introduced to Yuzuha and her faction. Actually, will it tell me your name? How do you say that? Isotl? I've done it. Do you happen to remember roughly how long it takes to complete this one? So, Isotl.
The mystics from Yunquay Summit have arrived. As the host, having at least you two and Master Pan show up for this dinner banquet is truly an honor.
Judging from your tone, are you upset that our Shifu isn't here?
Not at all. You're all disciples that Ishwan Shifu trusts deeply.
Not around anyway.
In Yunquay Summit, she entrusted you to attend on her behalf. This in itself is a gesture I can appreciate.
I do not. I just send the story and move on. That's fair. That's fair.
Please, make yourselves at home tonight and enjoy the banquet. If there's anything you'd like to eat that's not being served, just let me know directly.
Well, we're gonna go with this one.
You seem to be in a pretty good mood, Mr. Damien. With so many people here for the security...
It's rare to hear you speak so pointedly, Master. With the Exaltus appearing in Yfei Peninsula and Porsalumex being held responsible for security, I'm probably coming off as too relaxed.
Yeah. So it's actually really interesting.
Although my official title is General Manager of Porsalumex and Yfei Peninsula, my main responsibility is actually overseeing production.
Gotcha. I didn't want to interrupt like his entire voice line. But it's actually pretty interesting. The Exaltists... oh, I can quit yawning every 2 seconds. The Exaltists are the overarching antagonists that we've encountered so far. Like, they're the ones dealing with Tops, they're the ones dealing with the Outer Ring. They're obviously the ones dealing with the Yfei Peninsula, because, like, we're directly fighting them now. But they've been behind a lot of the major things. The only thing, to my knowledge, that we can't directly tie them to yet is Fairy. So, like, oh, well, I guess also if you want to count the following of the capital with New Eridu and the siblings' backstories. We don't know about that one just yet, but we can't really tie anything to Fairy's backstory or, like, why she kind of exists. Because there's supposed to be more, like, AI assistants like Fairy out there, but we've got nothing about that. Which is fine. We're working on the siblings right now. And maybe they'll end up tying into each other somehow, some way later on down the line.
Hollow Security was originally managed by someone else, who was appointed by corporate executives. Though, of course, they have since been relieved of that responsibility.
I see now. No wonder you were so willing to provide us with clues earlier. It wasn't your head on the chopping block. It seems like it won't be long before you have full control over security, too.
Come now. No need to be cheeky. Things have been rather difficult for me.
Hmm.
I'm lucky just to be holding on to my current role, especially with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation. But
What I got out of her was she just appeared one day. So,
felt a bit of relief.
from what we know, and it has been a while since I've seen that like character thing, so it's a little hazy for me. But some people or group manufactured X amount of AI assistants. I think it's something like 6. I think because another one that they specifically named was Reaper. Because it's Reaper, Fairy, Dragon, and then a few others. And Fairy got stolen. I think that was the opening to the Cunning, like the opening to the game, the Cunning Hares. If you go to the YouTube channel Zenless Zone Zero, you can watch like the beginning of Zenless before you actually play the game. The story starts in that YouTube channel with like the introductions to Nicole, Ambi, and Billy, because it shows them stealing the suitcase that has Fairy in it. And then after that, obviously you start playing the game and you kind of play and help Nicole get the suitcase back. You fix it, and then Fairy integrates herself into your HDD system, but she doesn't remember anything. And then you get a cutscene talking about the other AI assistants and knowing that Fairy's been activated, but we don't know where. And then that was like it. That's it. That's the only thing we've ever gotten with Fairy and like any of her stuff. So it's yeah, that's it. So to say she just appeared one day isn't too far off.
Oh? Why is that?
Why don't you have a look for yourselves? There are quite a few guests at tonight's banquet, but in reality, they all fall into just a few categories. All these elegantly dressed guests are senior officials from TOPS. The fact that everyone who was invited has turned up is a clear indicator that the connection between TOPS and Porsalumex remains strong. Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that TOPS is fully committed to the safety of Waifei Peninsula. We also sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed up, which suggests that the government doesn't want to get involved in the sensitive matters happening between TOPS and the military and Waifei Peninsula. They would prefer to steer clear and let us work things out on our own.
I heard that TOPS and the military often have conflicts regarding porcelain issues, but it seems the situation is even worse than I expected.
It is a serious matter, but not something we avoid discussing. The military is the biggest buyer of porcelain, and by controlling Waifei Peninsula, TOPS essentially controls their most critical resource. So,
Interesting.
it would prove quite difficult if the military chooses to take this chance to cause trouble.
It seems that knowing the identities of the military guests here today is key to understanding the situation.
Correct. Do you see that lady over there? She's the military's representative.
But she's not wearing a Defense Force uniform.
Talk about that
Isn't
one.
this supposed to be a formal event?
I knew she was important because, like, 9 times out of 10, if you have slightly different colored hair from what's the normal NPC color, then you're at least slightly important. And the fact that they put her in the artwork specifically, so she's definitely important. She's definitely important.
That's because Missy Zolda is not a military officer. She's a research consultant.
Yeah, she's research.
Instead of sending high-ranking officers, they hired a civilian to attend, which sends a clear message. They don't intend to investigate this matter further. Of course, though production was limited after the corruption incident, Porsalumex didn't delay any orders from the military. So, It appears they have acknowledged our sincerity.
I see.
Interesting.
There's no more pressure from TOPS' executives, the government, or the military. But who are the remaining guests?
Those are members of the inspection team, leading experts in the ether industry. They'll be overseeing the security investigation while providing us with valuable insight. It took great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests, may I have your attention for just a moment?
That sounds a little bit like
It is
Hugo.
my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
Looks like it's time for the real hosts.
Dear guests,
Oh, well, it's the Hugo wannabe.
participate in the Wi-Fi Peninsula security investigation. I am Lucro, Co-Chief Executive Officer of the Porsalumex Group.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Ferox, also Co-Chief Executive Officer.
I've seen Lucro and Ferox on TV before. They run Porsalumex together. So are those two your direct superiors?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porsalumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those two were the ultimate victors, but now they're secretly competing against each other.
Is it
Interesting.
okay for you to talk about your superiors like that?
So we may see a shift in Porsalumex again in the near future.
I completely trust both of you, so I feel comfortable speaking openly. The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates, but now he's been dismissed. Both of the big bosses are eager to fill that position with their own people. The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Wi-Fi Peninsula was because I don't belong to either side. So I can't disrupt the balance of power in this competition. But the price of remaining neutral is that I've completely lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to take sides, it could come at a fatal cost, destroying everything I've worked so hard to build.
We will work
Interesting.
closely
Okay.
with everyone here to
I never really figured out how I feel about Damien. I kind of, at the beginning, because he was associated with Tops, I was like, this guy's gonna suck. He's gonna be the bad guy. Then he kind of like, he took a lot of steps to take care of his workers, and it was I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Basically, he was painted in a bad light intentionally to get people to take the wrong medicine and turn them into sacrifices. So, like, he may be a lot better guy especially when you compare him to other Tops members, but I don't know.
The security investigation will officially begin tomorrow. For now, please relax and enjoy the banquet.
Wow, the big shots have finally finished their speeches. Thank you both for accompanying me. It's the only reason my good mood's still intact. Enjoy the banquet. I've got to go face some heat from my superiors now. If you'll excuse me.
Wise. What should we...
What do
He's
you
probably
have
gonna
about
say the
them?
same thing I would have
I'll
offered.
go with-
After hearing all that from Damien, I'm kind of curious about the
Yep.
guests now. He's not exactly very trustworthy, so you never know what's true or not. Let's split up and check out the hall.
Yeah, because even the main characters are like, hey, he's not like terrible, but he's also not very trustworthy. I want to talk to you. Can I talk to you? No. Okay, fine. Can I talk to you? It's interesting that Tops is even talking about the Exaltus in a negative light, because the Exaltus have types to Tops. Like the head of Tops. To be honest, when I played the story, I thought I was in it just for a moment, thinking after every cutscene I was going to enter it. Right? It just really does just end everything with a fight, which is not a good or a bad thing. It's kind of just up to you. But yeah, no, Zenless is technically, why am I dropping so many frames? Something's going on with stream today. It's really strange. But, so, Zenless is the biggest RPG out of all of the Hoyo games, like, and I don't mean like it's the biggest in terms of like player base or anything, but Zenless is like a really heavy RPG. It really focuses on and emphasizes story and connections with characters. HSR, obviously you can go out, you can see them, and you can interact with the characters. But Zenless, you can text them, you can interact with them, you can have them follow you can play games with them, you can, have little hangout mini events with them. So yeah, it makes a little bit more sense for Zenless to just keep chugging with a story. 'Cause it's just such a tight knit story game. Not to say that, HSRs isn't tightly knit. It's just a little more fluid. Like, sometimes you can get in the battle 4 times in a row, sometimes you can go an hour into story, you can have a cutscene, you can do blah blah blah. Zenless, it's mostly just story, cutscene, big fight. It builds a lot. Interesting.
Hmm.
There's no shot Pan is grilling her for three-way shrimp. Oyster. I can get it packed up to go right. Surely the waitress staff have, been around Pan, because this is Sweetie's place. There's no shot they aren't somewhat familiar with Pan. I could maybe eat 1/18 of what he's ordering right now. This is so much food. I mean, he's a panda, so like, yeah, he has the appetite for it. Actually, I guess if you were to try and feed an actual panda that, it would just kind of look at you funny. But if you were to treat Pan more of like a bear, then sure, I can see him eating all this. I can definitely see him eating all this.
Wise, you're back. Find anything interesting?
From what I saw, the security investigation doesn't seem as serious as I imagined. The experts and TOPS representatives were even chatting and laughing together. What everyone cares about isn't the Exaltists, or even the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but how to get the porcelain supply back on track.
I mean, that one was going to be pretty obvious.
Yeah, I had the same feeling. The security investigation seems more like a ritual for the city's upper circles to align their intentions, and just a way to reassure the public, even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow. As long as they're not too serious, I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug. But, come on, let's not worry about that now.
Interesting.
It's not every day Porcelumex is picking up the tab. Let's enjoy the meal. Come on, let's enjoy a proper
Oh, we get a whole animation.
All right.
Wow, the ingredients
Enjoy.
today are top notch.
There's Alice.
My apologies, miss.
It's okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Huh? Oh, sorry about that.
Here.
Thank you both very much. Oh, you're with the safety inspection team. Wow, you look so
Are they
young.
actually?
And you're already an expert in the ether industry? Sorry, I must excuse myself. Did I say something wrong?
Young lady, seems you're completely at a loss.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the military research consultant.
That's right. My name's Isolde.
Isolde, that's how you pronounce it.
That girl and I are both decorative props. Just here for show.
Decorative prop. I didn't think they're faction. I should probably look up what faction they are. Because I thought they're... Uh-huh.
The Time Fields. Not only one of the oldest noble families in New Eridu, but also a renowned name in the field of science.
There's no shot Isolde is his favorite. I mean, like, I can understand it, but... Really? That one? His favorite? Interesting.
Patents for the anti-corruption medicine widely used on the market today. If this respected and prestigious surname appears on the investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
The one in the restaurant. Well, yeah, yeah, the one I know who you're talking about.
You flatter me. It's just that my grandfather is serious. I really don't think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. All I need is this surname to appear on the list.
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like.
Don't question the emote. I've had some pretty wild emotes in my chat. I just kind of read the message. Occasionally there will be one that I have to ask about because it's just super out there.
Miss, I'm sure
But
you've
yeah.
heard that the corruption outbreak in Wi-Fi Peninsula is closely tied to the
This is
failure
a
of the
W patch for me.
anti-corruption
They did do I did really want to get the story started today, so I didn't really explore a whole bunch. I know that they added another tower. Either I get Miyabi support or a good anomaly DPS. Oh, so you might be going for Yuzuha. Okay, interesting. I mean, Yanagi's insane, if that's who you're talking about. I love Yanagi. I've been using her since she came out. She's very strong. She's very
has
good.
every right to file a lawsuit against your family and hold you accountable. The reason? Your family concealed major risks involved in the purification process.
I want
of the
Yuzi, but I'm not
matter.
complaining about Alice either. So, I mean, Alice obviously isn't. I thought Alice was an attack character. Purely off speculation, of course. I don't think it leaks, so...
Nonsense. It was clearly the Exaltus.
So what? The media doesn't care about the truth.
She's an anomaly.
They
So, wait a
focus
minute. We have a
on
support.
honorable
There's so many
families.
anomaly characters. What element? It shows it in the game.
The honor of the time
I haven't looked at it yet.
entirely on your shoulders. Think carefully. I wouldn't
Because
want
the story's around 4 hours long.
to happen to the old man either.
And I streamed for 3, so I wanted to get as much of the story done as possible. And then when I stream tomorrow, we can finish the story and we can kind of... just kind of, like, do cleanup. I have a few Shuiban Temple quests that I need to do. And I also want to attempt to do Tower. And I guess I have to do Deadly Assault. I hate Deadly
Did
Assault.
I make a mistake? What's going on?
Here's Yuzuha.
What's that?
Okay, then. Actually, now that I think about it, Alex is fun to play. I guess we get to see her playstyle, because I have not seen her playstyle yet, so maybe in the story we get to see it.
You're up too.
The knocking on the door.
It wasn't just my imagination. Someone really was knocking. I'm wise. Let's go check it out too. There must be something.
The
urgent
scream
if
came from
someone's
the
showing up
depths.
at this hour.
Alice. It's like the oh Miyabi. I like Miyabi. Although I don't need another DPS, I don't need another anomaly. I'm good. Well, actually, hold on.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Oh, where are you? So that's you. So she's not okay. Hmm. So she's okay. Anomaly is my favorite archetype. Anomaly is my strongest team by far. So you're physical support, and Alice is a physical anomaly. That's a little unfortunate. So yeah, I guess Yuzuha and Alice are gonna go really well with two different elements on the field. Okay. Yeah, so if you run Yuzu and because you're part of the Spook Shack. Yuzu is a general anomaly support. Well, yeah, I mean, like, obviously you can use her with Miyabi, and you can use her with Yanagi and all those kinds of things. But to maximize, you want to have her with... Go into the skills. Which one? Alice is good. Well, I mean, yeah, like, I'm not saying that she can't be used with Alice. I'm saying, in order to fully utilize Yuzu, you have to have a different element on field other than physical, because she copies the damage of a different element type. So, Alice is going to be good at causing assault because she's an anomaly. That's how they work. However, if you want to cause disorder with Yuzu, you have to have a good applicator of a different type, like Yanagi. Or, I mean, Miyabi's also really good, but then I think Alice is going to be the kind of character that wants to stay on field, kind of like Miyabi. So you would have two characters vying for the spot on field, which would be a little clunky. But again, we don't fully know that because she's not out yet. So that may change. But yeah, so I mean, because let me check.
There's no class today.
Because I'm sure that if you use the premium Miyabi team, then she's probably going to be the best option for that. Yeah, she is. Okay. She is now. That's what I thought. So yeah, the premium Miyabi team has changed to Yuzu Define Premium. So, Miyabi has two different premium teams, because you can use her in a disorder team, which is the most common one, and the one that I also use her in. Or you can use her in a generalist team, which is when you build her more per acre damage conventional. The Miyabi Disorder premium team is Miyabi, Yuzuha, and Yanagi using Agent Gulliver. That is the best characters for her to squeeze out as much damage from her as possible. That is her premium. You can use her with other premium type characters. I know she's also very strong with Vivian instead of Yanagi, and you can also obviously use her with Astra or Rina for the supports. I tend to use her with Rina because Astra already wants to be on every team imaginable, and you can build Rina with anomaly support.
I believe what you said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night? But I really
What does Rina do for support? So her whole gimmick is, so you can actually build her one of two ways. You can build her for conventional, like conventional attack characters, you know, great damage, or you can build her for anomaly. So basically what Rina does in anomaly teams, I guess I'll wait for, okay, he's done talking. So basically what Rina does in conventional anomaly teams is she provides pen ratio, so characters like Miyabi that do like having damage as well. They can defense pen, so she's going to penetrate some of the defense, meaning that she just does more damage across the board. Also, for Anomaly, she does do, I can't think of the word.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left.
I can't think of the word.
Clearly.
I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that she has a set that you can use on her that boosts Anomaly. when you're swapping in and out. And then her E obviously does what her alt does, which is defense pen.
And Miss Bell are currently staying here, and she trusts them.
Because a friend told me. Anomaly Mastery Proficiency. That's the word. See, if I wasn't in a character thing, I would just show you my arena because that would be a lot better than me trying to explain it without showing it. So when this is done, I can show you my arena and I can better explain like why arena is good for Anomaly.
What?
So yeah.
Wise and Miss Bell?
Hi. I'm Wise, and this is my...
Hi!
Oh yeah, so I guess, because I don't have the summons to pull for Yuzu, but with her being Miyabi's best in slot, I'll probably pull for her on a rerun if I get enough. I'm building my arena like my friend is building her, to be honest. I don't build supports unless I like them. That's fair. Like, play the characters you like to play. That makes total sense.
I see.
But yeah, I mean, I believe, I do not know if this is true or not, but the more popular way to build arena is the conventional Gurika damage build. So she supports the actual attack characters instead of Anomaly.
To be honest, Ms. Montefiore and
I lost another 50-50. That's really unfortunate.
Even after she broke ties
Is that how you got arena?
we've still always kept in touch. Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix.
We're still at a 0% win rate? That's crazy.
It's late, and I couldn't get in touch with any. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by
Got arena from the chooser? Probably the best one to choose, honestly.
Brushed off and not taken seriously.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the time fields. Turns out she's likely here in place of her grandfather, who's fallen ill.
I had her W engine too. Very good.
We're not sure what exactly happened, but Alice was probably threatened by them. In any case, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her serious.
Since Miss Montefiore spoke so highly
Yeah.
of you both,
Rena, I got lucky, and Rena was my, like,
help in investigating the
here's 50 pulls to get a free 5-star at the beginning of the game. So I've been using Rena since the game came out, and when I got my 50 early pity character.
As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this is...
Hey, Wise.
We're just proxies.
She has a build.
Wouldn't it be better to suggest she hire
Yeah.
a detective for this kind of thing?
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work if it's about the commission fee. Please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
That's crazy. 5 minutes a lesson?
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help. And
If all goes according to plan, I'll get Yuzu early and save enough time to get Alice. You have to... No, I don't mean this in any rude way, but you have to be a very specific breed to consider getting a character early in a gacha game. Like, props to you for thinking that. I always tend to think that I'm going to lose 50-50 and go to hard pity twice. That's why I summon so rarely, because I wait until I have guarantee. I got a 1 pity Camilla. Well, I mean, like, yeah, it's possible. Like, I've been playing gacha games for years. I got Shenha back-to-back in the same 10 pull. So it's possible. But the chances of it happening are astronomically low, so it makes statistical more sense to save for pity than to think you're going to get it early. But it is a gamble. It's completely random. As to Camilla, does go for her. Camilla herself goes for her, regardless of her constellations.
Making this decision on your own.
I'm not making decisions for you. I'm just helping you seize an opportunity.
I want both Yuzu and Alice. Like I said, I don't have a lot of summons. I will try to go for Yanagi's weapon to give her 5-star, because she's the only S rank on my account that doesn't have her W engine. And I think that she'll benefit from it, because, you know, Miyabi's my most used team.
Next month, all depend on you two now.
Go for Alice Trust. I don't want Alice. Like, I want to get Yuzu because she's going to buff Miyabi, and that's her premium team. But I don't need Alice. I have Yanagi, who's absolutely correct, and I have Miyabi, who is the strongest character in the game. I just pull and pray. And like I said, that's fair. I tend to just be super cautious. But that also gives me a lot of time to build the characters that I do have, which is something that I appreciate. But that's definitely not for everyone.
Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Wise will go with you to
Yeah, like, is there a specific reason I should go for Alice? I like Alice's gameplay, so I guess I'm not going to knock it until I see it, because I obviously haven't had the chance to see it yet. But, like, I have my 3 teams. She feels like Virgil's daughter 2.0. That's crazy to say. But yeah, I'm not gonna knock it until I see it and I'm able to play it, because like I don't want to make early judgments. But yeah, I mean, so I guess you all get to play as her in this story quest then, if you all know how she plays. Okay, is it gonna let me be somewhat free? You will in like 5 to 10 minutes. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's just that. Is it gonna let me? Okay.
Ward off misfortune and had made Rena at your service.
So she basically, I mean, like, it's mostly what I did a somewhat decent job. So yeah, pen ratio, and then you can have a set on her, which is the Freedom Boost, which increases anomaly proficiency by 30. And then when you use an EX special attack, which is what you want to use for a pen anyway, it reduces the target's anomaly buildup resistance to the equipped attribute by 20%. So basically, hit Rena E, Yanagi E, anomaly in 1 turn. You hit Yanagi E again, you just keep spamming disorders until Miyabi gets her full stacks. You swap to Miyabi, hold left click, hold E, do it again, repeat. It's very, very strong. It's very busted. I don't care about that over there. We're gonna go over here. Nappy time. Yeah, we will in about 5 to 10 minutes, so I'm looking forward to that. Interesting. If we're gonna be honest, I kind of like using Alice more than Miyabi. Y'all are hyping her up a lot. I don't know what this dog wants. I've already done my stuff for the day. Really? I don't think I can change. But, like, really? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, Miyabi's slightly taller because 3 years. Now I'm gonna crash out. My old phone has your stream on a black screen. That is not good. I've been having some stream issues today, so like maybe it's me. But right now I'm having 0 drop frames. So yeah, I don't know. Today's been good. Today's been really weird.
No problem.
She also has heals. I mean, I'll talk about that.
No need to be so formal.
That's a bonus, because if you're able to do what Miyabi does in heals, I think that's a pass. I couldn't do what she does in heals. That's because your stream is 1080p. The phone's not good enough for it. Can't you lower it artificially in Twitch? Or no? Is that not? I'm kind of glad that I'm able to stream in 1080. But yeah, I don't want to. You can't artificially lower Twitch. That's insane. Hold on. Really? It's a setting?
How did you sleep last night? Feeling rested?
I know it's a setting in OBS, but I can't turn that down because it's derivative from YouTube. But I thought you really can't. Like, I know on YouTube you can change the quality as you're watching the VODs or the streams. You not being able to do that in Twitch is crazy.
Sorry, you have to see this side of me. This habit of mine is a disgrace to my family's name.
Oh, no. It's not that bad. Soybian Temple just lives up to its name.
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
I can do it if you activate a certain setting in OBS I forgot the name of.
How about we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember there being a setting like that. But maybe if you... It might be one of those things where if you say the name, I'm like, oh, that! But right now, I don't know what you're talking about.
Room until we know exactly what I saw.
I'm already in Immersive Shirley Tilling. I guess, yeah, she doesn't wear heels, does she? She's wearing flats.
You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang.
I mean, this is
Yes,
Yuzu.
and it went pitch dark outside the window.
Somehow, she's going to join Yuzu's faction if she isn't already, and I don't know how. Because she's a rabbit, so she's going to be relatively easy to scare, as she has already done once. No, Miyabi. Well, yeah, I know Miyabi has heels. I'm very familiar with what Miyabi looks like. I was like... Because I obviously hadn't looked at Alice. My first instinct was not to look at Alice's feet, so I had to check. So yes, I know Miyabi has heels. Because that was a bigger thing when she came out. Because if you remember the animation that when you first see Miyabi, the animation of her fighting the Hollow Zero, everyone was like, "She's doing that in heels. She's insane." So I do remember. You know what they say about rabbits, right? I mean, they scare easy. I don't know. Surely we meet Yuzu soon, right or no? It would be crazy if they come out with a quest about a character and the character just never shows up. Like, Draco, I have no. Why? That's not a saying. What are you talking about? I feel at ease around you. Alice is moving very fast. It is not a saying. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm legitimately, like, racking my brain trying to think of what you're talking about. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things because I have a rabbit that it's just not coming to my brain because I'm, like, thinking about it too literally. Because I'm like, rabbits eat, sleep, defecate, and, like, they munch a lot. Like, that's it. I'm like, So, don't worry about it. I'm sure that it's one of those things where it's like, people are like shaking their head like I don't know how this guy doesn't get it, but I don't know. That could support a huge object. the way you word that, Draco, sounds like it's a lose-lose. Am I not going to the crane? Oh, it's Yuzu's raccoon. Is it a raccoon or a tanuki? I don't know. Yeah, this is I don't know if it's a tanuki or not. I think it's a tanuki because of the tail, so I'm gonna call it a tanuki. But
Wise, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints.
Let's start by piecing together what we know so far.
First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
It was probably from cargo hanging on
so
the tower.
Xavier, does Alice have stacks like Miyabi then or no? Because she plays similarly, I would assume. Most characters today that have been coming out have stacks because it makes them more them. But I don't know.
You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate.
Don't ask me, I don't ever. I thought you guys played as Alice. How do you know? Wait, then how do you. Wait, what?
That it was.
Then do you.
What do you think made it fall to the ground?
Do you not play as Alice in the story? Or was there a live stream and they just showed her playstyle? I'm confused.
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up, but that little creature couldn't.
She has
hold on
3
and
stacks.
fell off,
Okay.
landing right on the flower pot.
So I figured, okay, so she'll probably be more like Vivian than she will be with Miyabi.
If something as large
Unless
as
her
the
stacks are
cargo
just harder
hit
to
it
get.
directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the
You get
balcony
stacks by
means it
spamming
had to
autos.
be something
See,
small.
okay, so yeah, I figured stacks usually are tied to skill somehow,
Looks
but
like
being
I have
tied
the
to...
same train of thought.
There's only 3 stacks and it's tied to an auto?
That leaves us with
Interesting.
just
Okay.
one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
It's pretty clear. The culprit is whatever animal.
You
left
get
those
3
glowing
stacks and
little
full
footprints.
charge attack and do cool attack.
Since its
Gotcha,
paws were
okay.
covered in phosphorescent paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes.
What is her weapon? Like, I know technically it's a W engine, but like every character has an actual weapon that they use.
Paint on the drain pipe. So
Does
it's
anyone know
likely
what
the
her
little
weapon
creature
is?
hitched a ride on the cargo and was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window.
Cool attack with
Later,
big
while
numbers,
trying to
right?
escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, it couldn't have dressed itself up like that.
A rapier? That's what I thought. I mean, that's just what it seemed like. I don't know why I remember that. It's like those goofy lightsabers. You remember?
Since it left footprints while fleeing, there
You mean
must
like the
be
really
more
crappy
tracks
ones you can get at
nearby.
Walmart for like
If we
$5?
follow them, we might be able to find whoever.
Yeah, I don't know why.
or whatever
I don't know where I
is.
remember this, but I remember her having a rapier. Alice specifically. I don't know if I saw like a bit of a live stream or something.
Look over here.
But
The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
okay, are you gonna let me run there or no? Follow the footsteps and I can't move.
Let's follow them and check it out.
Okay. Are you gonna let me take you?
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
Okay. See, I'm like hitting middle mouse button to activate like the site, and nothing's happening because it's like, oh, there's fluorescent
Let's go
footsteps. We need to be able to watch them. It's like, no, just follow the marker.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM.
Bro, Alice, chill. You're okay.
Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
A cornered rabbit will bite. Fairy, that's diabolical.
Fairy, you're not helping.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Oh, animation.
Footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone?
There it is.
There it is! Don't let it get away!
Hey, stop! There! It ran into that shop!
So you were behind yesterday's pranks! The real culprit.
Monato?
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Wait, he knows Yuzuha? And he didn't say anything about it?
Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all.
ZZZ is really good about having their expression, like character expressions on their face.
Based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but
Kamanosuke?
we call him Kama. Uh-huh.
See, originally I thought that she was a Thyran, but no, it's just the,
And I'm not Kama's
the tanuki on her back with a giant tail.
Kama is free to do as he pleases. Excuse.
Poor Alice, she's so meek.
Yuzuha, right? She suddenly changed the subject. Seems like she'll be a tough nut to crack.
It's all right. Kama just said he. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount.
1%.
All right, no, wait. We're not here to shop. Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really... Returning the favor? How could you not understand? Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the
Oh, okay. I understand what's going on now.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a
Bro, leave my guy alone.
Excuse me. May I? Porcelumix brought in the inspection team just for show. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the investigation team, none dared to
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training.
Bro, she's just throwing hands with everyone. Like, she's not even...
Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look.
Am I gonna like this character? Am I gonna like her? I don't know.
Anyway, after hearing you out, I realize I really appreciate, but you don't look so thankful. No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't, I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being... The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline.
I like that her belt
Both my grandfather
kind
and
of
father were
symbolizes,
stars in
like,
the industry.
her emotions as well. That's really cool. Kind of like how Jigger's mask does it.
Hollow and ether studies from an early age. Monato, what's with this person?
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it,
I know
you're
he's
pretty
playable. I don't know when he's
knowledge.
going to be playable.
And do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
It looks like equipment.
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it just my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from...
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
What?
Obscura?
5 years, 6 months, and 23 days. Vic, I'll be honest, I've been reading your messages. What is going on?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab
Yeah,
equipment,
look at her belt.
there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacture.
Damaged during manufacturing?
See, Minato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
What were you all talking about?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow. Items not listed in the official registry.
Oh, okay, so that's what this is what the story quest is going to be about. It's going to be about this.
Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Where did you find the shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloon Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts.
So I wonder...
Let's go, Minato. We're heading to
I wonder if before this update came out, if we knew about this shop, we could have at least gone into it, maybe, or like interacted with it. Most of the time, you just can't even interact with shops. They don't really want you to. You can just kind of look at it. Huh.
Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay? It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right? Of course not. But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, Wise, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies.
I mentioned earlier how
In my current position,
ZZZ is really good about facial expressions. She's had that face this entire time. She's completely just stone-faced, except the slight grin.
for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. You didn't leave with that fancy girl.
Can I come with you to Siloon Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the ore.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a...
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to skip. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help.
How does she know we're I mean, him knowing that we're proxies makes sense. I guess he just told her. He just talked to her about it.
So if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for...
Classmates? What? Interesting. Okay, there we go. So we're about an hour and a half into it. Only I want to say we've been doing a story for about an hour. The 45 minutes has been everything else. Good to see Isolde
The
again.
elevator's still out of service?
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry. I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline.
Then, is there another way to get to Siloon Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes.
What a shame. I heard Siloon Bay is on this.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the hollow, and since Porcelumex...
Are you saying the edge of the hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential?
No. That's not what I meant.
That was clever.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Siloon Bay,
Thank you so much for your understanding.
Looks like the elevator's still...
Siloon Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle... If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real...
So we can't go to Silent
Aha.
right now? Then what should we...
Yeah, right. All those lies like, there aren't any other routes, only work on outsider...
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for...
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it
That'd be
so
sick.
literally. I was just complaining. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porcelumex is...
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first.
Hello, Draco. How you doing today? It seems everyone's migrated. How are you? Will your phone be able to handle this? Because you'll be able to change the... I wanted to see, so now I'm here. That's what I was figuring. I was like, you might be able to change the quality down if you're on the YouTube side. Yeah, but it's good to have you. So could you just not see any of that for a while? You were just talking to me, going off of what I was saying.
I wonder how things are going with monetization.
Phone handles YouTube somewhat. Okay, that's interesting. I don't... That's the same quality. Interesting. Well, on the bright side now, you can watch all of the amazingness that is dialogue boxes. Although we have already had one animation, so we're gearing up for another one soon. You know what they say? I mean Twitch is fine. But yeah, there are some things about it that are really confusing, like why they do what they do, why they don't do what they don't do. But then again, I'm not even monetized, so like clearly, I'm not the person to make that call or something. So like, I am a very, very, very small content creator, if you even want to count me as one yet. Security max? I'd say you are. Oh, that's nice of you, thank you. I tend to consider myself one. Some people don't consider themselves one until they make their first, like, dollar. But Better than I would not say that. Since I mean, because like even I don't admittedly I don't watch him, but he has like what 700,000 subscribers, something like that, 800,000, something like that, and I have 324. Well, I would. Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you. But yeah, I don't think I can stack up to any gacha content creator yet. At least you aren't a whale. I mean, some people think I am. It is really funny when I do my summons videos, because I save so much. People who don't usually watch my content, and like that's the first thing they see of me. A lot of people are just like really excited that I get the character and you know things like that. Occasionally you get that one person that's like, oh, you have that many clothes, you're a filthy whale. I'm glad you lost the 50-50, and I just kind of smile and laugh at them because it's like I don't care if I lost the 50. I mean, I do care that I lost the 50-50, but that's why I save to guarantee in case I lose the 50-50. It doesn't matter. When they say you're a whale, it's funny because it's not true. Because it's not true. I have not spent a single dime on gacha games. No, I will say if I get monetized, I have absolutely no problem reinvesting into YouTube and in Twitch. So if that means like getting the $5 pass or whatever, I don't know what it's called in Zenless. It's the Starvo pass in HSR where it gives you extra stuff for the whole month, and it's like $5. I don't mind getting that. It's a little bit and stuff like that, but you know, I'm probably I just can't see myself ever spending it up to like C6 or M6 a character, because that's like what $2,400 just to do that. That's which is insane. And this is Alice. We already know how Alice works, or not Alice, Yuzuha. Wait, we get to see this guy. Let's go. I want to watch him. I don't care what I'm doing. I want to watch him. Oh, is that a giant sword or is that just like a metal pipe he has? What do you have? Yeah, but like, I wanted to see more of what he had. I don't care about what Alice has got going on. Is that I don't think that they're siblings because she would be a tiger or a wolf siren, not tiger. She'd be a wolf siren. He's cooking. I knew that he was playable because of his character model. But he's got a big sword. I feel like he'd be in tank. Maybe a shielder, with how big he is, and he has a nice personality. He could be a shielder, but I feel like he'd be attack. But yeah, no, he's definitely cooking. What is Alice doing here? I guess this is how we get to play as it's a broadblade. Oh, gotcha. Thank you. He's anomaly trust, right? Yeah, no, he's anomaly, obviously. Alice's voice actor's doing a great job.
It's us.
Weiss, it's you. You frightened me. You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here? Mizukinami? Mr. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the in case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards...
You're worried Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning.
So I feel like Alice's voice is angelic. Her voice actor is very good. I feel like the dynamic between Yuzuha and Alice is going to be like the tsundere and then the one that's just, I don't know the actual term for it, but the one that's just like super meek and mild and has a lot of scare issues.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
There's a specific dairy for that, and I don't remember what it is. But Yuzuha's definitely I'm going to sound verbally abusive, but I mean, I only have good intentions, and you're only going to know that until you hang out with me enough. But yes, that is a correct word for it, but there's a dairy word for it too, and I don't remember what it is.
Thank you, Weiss. about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard,
I can't
he
remember.
at least honors his contracts.
Well, I mean, you could also say...
What we're investigating
I mean, yes, that's the actual
is
word. Yes, that word works.
out. I'll have my ways to handle it.
Like, you could say meek as well, but
What said earlier was fair,
there's a
but
specific
it's
dairy.
more. Doesn't it still
Like
give us
Sudare, there's a specific dairy, and I don't remember what it is, because it's not very... It's not, like, super popular anymore.
As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry.
It is interesting. I mean, I can tell where she knows Lucy, because Lucy tends to also say... She doesn't say her house name like that, but she does say, like, I'm Lucy with the Sons of Caledon, XYZ. And Alice has that same little mannerism.
That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow Scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood. Alright then, I've got no objection.
Do we get to play as Alice now?
A patrol mech is approaching.
Do we get to play as Alice now? Or cutscene? Okay, we get to play as Alice. Okay. When Alice's attacks hit enemies or trigger assault through enemy anomaly buildup, she gains Blade Etiquette. When Alice stacks Blade Etiquette to its maximum, she can hold the auto to unleash a 3-stage charge attack, Starshine Waltz. This trigger polarized assault. This triggers polarized assault?
Alright, let's see what you've got.
Okay.
Here we go.
What?
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Okay, that was pretty cool. I'll give it to that. That was pretty cool.
Real chatterbox.
I don't know what that like zoom in thing was. It was like I could aim it, but I didn't need to aim it. I just got an HSR and we have a planet fissure. Let's go! They probably did it for the fake characters, which is really nice of them. That'll be really nice. See, she's just Miyabi, but Jane. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I can see the Jane part. I am interested to see if she like is a direct power creep to Jane, or if they do have different roles. Yes. Her ult, you can see her sword be flimsy. Gotcha. Physical Miyabi. Interesting. I do wonder if she's actually like as strong as Miyabi, or I don't know. Wait, what? Am I controlling the? Is this a Bangbu course? I would be okay with that. I like the Bangbu courses. Jane, but fun to play. Jane! Well, I don't have Jane, so I can't comment if she's fun to play or not, but I don't ever see myself complaining when she's a character trial, or like in an event that I could play as. But then again, maybe it's because of the novelty that I don't have the character, so I don't know. Then again, I also don't have Alice, so.
Master has expressed a similar assessment.
Let me up here. There you go. Danny's are hard to come by. I'm gonna collect all of them. That was a total joke. I don't mean... yeah, I know you're joking. That's the way I'm supposed to go. I'm probably gonna jump down there and yoinky the coins. Rude. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any coins. There we go. Yeah, but I can definitely... I'm interested to see how she stacks up in terms of, like, Anomaly, because this might just be me, chat, but I feel like Anomaly has this most stacked roster out of all the characters, out of all, like, the classes in the game. Because, like, it's just really, like, Anomaly's just really, really strong. Is it just me that doesn't like how Jane plays? Like I said, I don't have her, so I'm not super familiar with her playstyle. It is a little difficult, and again, I don't have her, so maybe this is why, because I don't get to do it often. It is a little difficult to keep her in her, like, awakened state, which is, from my understanding, where a lot of her damage comes from. But I also don't have her, so I cannot... So can I aim this? I can, kind of. Wait, why can't I aim that? So I guess I need to prioritize the heaviest enemy?
How much longer until we get to Siloam Bay?
Maybe I can change the order of it? I don't know. Should probably go ahead and do that. There we go. Now I have Sparkle. Or not Sparkle, Fruit Stacks or whatever it's called.
Your weakness. And then we're there?
Interesting.
And then we'll be a third of the way there.
I got this, Alice! Yeah! Now you see why I sometimes just want to punch him. Right, Juan?
All done. Everyone, let's move.
Need my help, Yuzuha?
Yeah, that's interesting. Surely that's not David. Yeah, that'll be interesting to tell if she's more. I see a chest. I can't tell if Alice is more crit or more anomaly mastery or proficiency focused. I think with how similar she is to Miyabi, it's safer to say she's crit-ish kind of build. However, for the sake of diversity, I would think it'd be cooler if she was more anomaly proficiency. Because then that would require you to play her slightly more reservative, so you want to just stack the 3 stack that she has, and then use it when you're about to trigger an anomaly to get a huge boost. But I don't. That may make her too weak if you have to save her 3 stacks only for when the tributes go out to be applied. So, I don't know. I can see her being either or. I think the safe option would be just the regular crit damage build, kind of like how Miyabi works. Sweet, I can teleport. Okay, I see that chest. I'm getting this chest. I'm so close to level 60. I say that, I'm 3,000 XP away. Okay, I see that chest as well. Okay, I'm 2,000 away now. I originally I was pretty meh on Yuzuha and Alice because I don't tend to look at the characters coming up when I don't have summons, because it makes it easier to decide not to pull if I don't invest into knowing about them. But with the playstyle of both of them, I think they're both really solid, and unfortunately I will not be able to get them. I think I've unlocked most of the area that I can. I'm gonna have to progress the story to get the rest of the chests, I'm guessing, or if this place is actually just this. Okay, this place is actually just really small. One more check around down here. Yeah, okay. Alright, we'll go progress story.
Yuzuha, here to pick up materials for Uncle Balrog again? Seems like
I had 67 pulls until guaranteed to get Yuzuha. Do you think I'll get her? I have 2 questions before I answer that. 1, do you have guarantee 50/50? And 2, how many do you not have any pulls and you have to get 67, or do you have a little bit already and you're waiting to do it all at once?
School, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite bubble pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Hollow internships these days. But since Lemnian Hollow's been unsafe lately, they ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
Well,
interesting.
Your luck's still better than ever, huh? My brother failed his Hollow internship 3 times last year. For a while, just seeing the
Guaranteed. I just said I lost when I entered stream. people come into the stream all the time, and I'm a gambler. That's why I was wondering, because I was like, maybe you did another one pull. I don't know. People say they lose a guarantee, and then when I ask them about it, it's like, oh yeah, no, I already spent that. And I was like, okay, well, then so you have to win the 50-50. Yeah, okay. Well, huh. So some people come in and tell me that they lose 50-50, and that's like a while ago. They just want to share that, and that's fine. But then when they ask me for help, it's like, I'm assuming you still have the 50-50 loss. And they're like, oh no, I spent that months ago. Oh, okay.
What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha?
So, okay, so you have 50-50. You have 50-50 guarantee. So you only need 67 pulls. And I'm assuming you don't have any pulls. I lost a Fire Stunner to a Fire Stunner. Yeah, that's not... I mean, Kaleda's pretty good. I do like Kaleda. She's pretty solid.
That's right. He was hauling cargo hollow for poor Salumex, and somehow.
And you don't have... I'm assuming you don't have many Polychrome, right? So you have to do content to do... I'm never using her. Like, she's really solid. Like, depending on if you have, like, other premium stunners, then, like, I can see why you wouldn't use her, like, if you have lighter. But Kaleda is pretty good.
It was a ghost woman with long white hair.
Yeah, I think if you locked in and you, like, did a whole bunch of stuff, like, if you do Deadly Assault when it resets, you could get close, especially since if you get 10 pulls for logging in, you only need 57. Buddy, I have 75. I mean, I figured you'd have less than I figured you'd have less than 160. So, like, yeah, I'm taking that into account. So, yeah, 10 pulls for logging in, that's 57 pulls. Do Deadly Assault, Chibi Defense. And then the third one that I never remember. If you do those three, that's a sum amount. I don't ever remember how much they get you in total. Do the tower. There are quite a few events coming out. There's an event coming out in, I think, 3 days. That one's going to be a big one. That's the summer event, I guess. So, do I think you'll get 67 pulls in an update? Probably not. Do I think you can get close? Yeah, actually, I think you can. But you have to, like, lock in and do literally everything in the game that you haven't already. And it may even come down to farming achievements, which is what I've had to do in HSR a few times. But it doesn't sound... It's not as bad as it sounds. Farming achievements is actually pretty fun. Especially because you get to learn more about most characters. Correction. I'm at 66 pulls left. Okay. My math is still pretty on point. So yeah, log in 10 days. That goes to 56. Then do Deadly Assault, Chibi Defense, and then the other one, make sure you're doing Hollow Zero. So yeah, I think you can get close. Do I think you'll get to guarantee? Probably not, but you can get close. I'm building my puppet herda, and it's going very well. We love to hear that. We love to hear that.
You said that one wasn't a lie.
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajang really did get spooked by something all
All right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll give this story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be... But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece.
It's in 7 days. What's in 7 days? Okay, we get more porcelain.
The last batch delivered to my plate.
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else,
let's go.
So, are we going to ask them one by one now?
Yeah, let's split up and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle Afang. Wise, you go with our little lady here and check with Mello. If it turns out to be his, make sure to get the exact time and place he found the piece.
Gotcha, okay. I can do that. Why is he small? I guess Mello. For some reason I thought we were gonna go talk to Uncle Afang, but no, I mixed the names. But yeah, Draco, 7 days for what? I'll be off. All right, thank you for stopping by, Xavier. I do really appreciate it. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll be finishing up the ZZZ story, and I hope doing a lot of cleanup, depending on how long the story has left to do. I would like to be completely caught up with Zenless, although I don't know if that might be asking a little too much. But I do thank you for stopping by. 7 days for the login event? Well, yeah, you log in for a week, and then it gives you a temple. Yeah, that might be it. There we go.
Whoa! Awesome! It's really fixed!
Also, you said log in for 10 days. Well, I meant log in for the login event, you get 10 pulls. Like, so your pity's going from 66 to 56, and then you do the other things, and that'll obviously bring the pity down as well.
You understand that? But my mom said Porsalumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strain...
We're not actually strangers. We're friends of Mystic Wares.
That's right! Miss Yuzuha came here with us today. You know, the daughter of Mr. Ukinami Balrog? Uncle Balrog's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted.
So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name is so different from Uncle Balrog.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did Yuzuha.
What set does Yuzu
You know
want?
where this dark piece of porcelain
Do you
came
have
from,
Yuzuha?
don't you?
She wants 4-piece swing jazz, 2-piece Phaenon's melody. Phaethon's melody.
Yeah, I do. He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his Denny gun. Is there something wrong with this piece of porcelain,
That's...
Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble.
You know what?
Did he?
Good for you.
Don't worry, he's not in any trouble. This piece is actually...
That's right. No need to work. So Dante just got lucky. Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay. That's kids for ya. But Mello, have I ever told you? I really can't stand stingy. Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. Now that we've
What
got
you
some more
mean?
info,
What?
let's hurry and find
What?
Dante. Ukinami Balrog. I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a Miss Ukinami, I'm true. It's all right. Being adopted is just a fact of life.
That laugh, though? Yeah, that laugh is
For someone like me who had nowhere to go, being taken in by someone as nice as my dad, I'd say I'm pretty lucky. What I don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefields send some... Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago. I see. Anyway, you don't need to dwell on my background. Constantly apologizing makes you seem unsure of yourself. You're a noble... Yes. All right, then. Let's get going.
Yeah, I can definitely tell the dynamic forming between these two, and I think it's going to be a good one.
It's up there. Very close.
Oh, she made her way down here, too.
Miss Isolde, do you think this Denny gun can be fixed?
Of course. I used to be in the military and have repaired guns much more complicated than this. The trigger link is misaligned, that's all. All right, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you
you go.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the dynamic between each other is going to be very, very fun to watch. It's going to be very, very I don't know a good way to describe it.
Well, it seems our four friends over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have.
So, you already knew since you're a military.
Yeah, no, I think that they're going to be very good friends. I mean, Alice joins the Spook Shack Association, so they're like the faction that they're a part of. So like clearly they get along.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Mr. Wise. But you're right. I came to Siloon Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little... I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
Mrs. Olda isn't a bad person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every...
Ah, I see. Then there's nothing to worry about. Sorry if we sounded a little rude earlier.
Well, I mean, like...
Staying cautious is a good thing.
What am I gonna do with you, Draco? What am I gonna do with you?
I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of her?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Siloon Bay. Why haven't you invited everyone? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise?
But Aya and Mello both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Danny gun? And I don't get it. Why do you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom?
That's... joining the Defense Force.
What did you just say? Sorry.
Dante said he wants to join the defense?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero.
That's crazy.
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by. His father and I both work, and now Dante's old enough to gather porcelain scraps with the other kids and make a bit...
Wait a minute, what's up?
Here, take this.
Is this your money?
Or compensation from the defense?
That's a lie. If the Defense Force were going to give us compensation, they would have done it ages ago. This isn't the... Sometimes I... No, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital...
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who...
This is really sad.
Kids like Dante wouldn't even
Is
have
that...
the freedom
I
to
don't know.
today.
That's a good question.
Of course. After the fall of the old capital,
The voice actor just
not
sound
only
familiar.
did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse, which the Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the... I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all... The past is the past. All we can do is let go of it, right? I still have Dante and his father, after all.
Yes, you're right. You still have...
Yuzuha, sorry about that. I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all...
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier.
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we...
Interesting. That's unfortunate. That's really sad. she seems like she's, like, this is clearly an important character. I'm just trying to think if she's going to be an important character outside of this quest. Like, because we know several people in the Defense Force. I don't know if we would have seen her already and we just didn't commit her to memory. Or... Maybe... I don't know. I feel like I would have remembered a character like that if had I seen them before.
I'm not sure how I feel after hearing all that.
So, Missy
Look
Zora
up her
used to be
VA.
a soldier, and it seems like she's been through a lot.
Yeah, well, it's not out yet. Yeah, there's nothing on the internet. No, the update hasn't been out very long. People probably haven't really got the time to put that up yet. So at least I haven't been able to find it. Maybe it is out there somewhere.
Dante,
Monato?
we came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Monato, then you...
That's just how Thanks, you guys. I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves and not be respected for it. I know.
I mean, when I looked it up, the top results were Dante question mark neuron activation. But when I looked it up, the top results were, is she going to be playable? Does she have a playable model? You know, that kind of thing.
But I want to
Which,
join the Defense Force to help make it better.
I don't...
Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it. But
Miyabi's in Section 6 in New
never hurt anyone again.
But yeah, I don't think that Ilda will be playable. I think she has the same, like, kind of character design. Similar to Sweeney, like, Sweeney's not ever going to be playable, but she has a distinct model. I think Ilda's kind of, like, on that similar branch.
I'm pretty impressed, Dante. I didn't realize...
It really is a great dream.
Miss Isolde, what are you doing out here?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from Porcelumex wants to meet with me. Your mom is worried about you. If you...
Yeah, I know. By the way...
Do you remember this?
Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. I was out there for a while and saw the shard drifting from the direction...
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an Obscura. Was it made in Waifei Peninsula?
We might be going to the island.
Silum Bay now.
We can actually go to one island already, and that's in the docks.
Thank you for your understanding.
I've got a question. Why would an Obscura shark... Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems. And there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water, but since the hollow covers such a huge area...
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later. But figuring out exactly which one the Obscura shard came from might still take some time.
There is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway.
I mean, sure, I guess.
It might come in handy for these older folks. Here,
I'm going to be so happy if that comes into play somewhere later on down the storyline. Like, I would love I would love to be able to use this in an actual, like, gameplay thing. That would be awesome.
Miss Isolde, what?
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the.
Look! The toy Denny!
Start timing it now. But due to the combined effects of the Hollow's changing tides, let me check today's Hollow activity report. It's almost the same as it was the morning of 3 days ago.
ZZZ turning into an FPS one.
Speed in the area stays pretty stable.
It turns into a third-person shooter for Trigger's Quest. And there was also like an event with Trigger. It would be pretty cool to have a first-person thing. It had an event like that. Yeah, there's an event like that for the Trigger patch. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool if we had an event where we, especially if it was Victoria Housekeeping, or I guess Spook Shack would be more accurate now. But like, if you had to explore a haunted area and it was first-person, that would be so much fun. That would be super. Although that wouldn't be an FPS, it would be more like a horror thing. But that would be cool. I would like that. And they have characters that could fit the FPS role. I mean, Trigger. And actually, Billy as well. That could fit with Billy.
Sounds like we're pretty lucky.
It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's always crazy lucky. Like, if it's raining and she forgot her umbrella, it would always stop by the time school's out. And once, she somehow got an extra bottle of soda every time she bought one from the machine. Maybe that piece of porcelain drifted out of the hollow just because Yuzuha...
What's up, Monato?
Oh, it's nothing.
No way! You definitely...
Billy has no accuracy? What do you mean Billy has no accuracy? Billy's great. We love Billy.
It's nothing, really.
Miss Ukina... Oh, right. He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself for giving a kid such a Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person.
You don't... What do you mean he doesn't aim? Have you ever done his character trial? He hits almost every shot.
So, Ukinami is a surname based on your...
I mean, in lore-wise. Like, even in lore-wise, he was actually a really big threat when he was in the... what's the name of it? Barren Lands? That's not the actual name, but, you know, the Outer Ring. There it is, the Outer Ring.
That's right.
He was a menace when just in the Outer Ring. Now he, you know, he chilled out a little bit. Doesn't mean he aims.
On the waves.
What? It just what? That just means he hits his target. That makes no sense. I mean, like, I understand if you just like randomly shoot and you hit someone, like, yeah, that's lucky. But what? Where are you where does it say Billy doesn't aim? Where does it? I need a source, Batman. I need a source.
I see. So, were you in a shipwreck before that?
I love that. I love that reasoning. It's like he doesn't aim, but just because he hits his target doesn't mean he aims. What?
Every day, I lived happily under the care of my loyal retainers. But one day, I decided to leave with him on a whim. But once I arrived...
Bro got the Deadpool. Well, I mean, like, yeah, he has the dual pistols. But, like, it doesn't say anywhere that he doesn't actually aim, he just happens to hit his bullets. Like, if you all remember back when we met the Sons of Calon for the first time, and Billy went with us, Lighter actually was like, hey, you still a dead shot? And Billy just kind of brushed it off. I think he mentioned a few other things because he was asking about, like, you know, what he's been up to and stuff like that. But yeah, they mentioned his guns.
Oh, come on. Just because you've heard me tell this story before, still, it is kind of amazing.
They also they don't mention it, but they also, when Section 6 encircles us, the proxies, with the cunning hairs, both Billy and Ambi are the first ones to square up. Nicole, unfortunately, is just kind of there. But we love Nicole anyway, so it's okay.
Phew. I've nearly forgotten everything I learned about terrain and elf.
Thank you for your insights, Mrs. Old.
No need to thank me. Miss Timefield, you look much more lively than back at the banquet. Seems being around someone your own age really... All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now.
Yeah, I hope she didn't leave her associate waiting too long. She was kind of supposed to leave a while ago.
How about we head in?
Great idea. There's still some time before nightfall.
Miss Yuzuha, are you going into the hollow? Then take our boat.
Mm-hmm. Nope. We are going to hold off, because I don't know how much time we have until I get this opportunity again. But I'm also in action, so I can't do a lot of things. I mainly want to see... Okay, so we do have all the chests. I want to see where Scott Outpost. I really don't want to do this one. Like, at all. I don't want to. Yeah, I've done all of Shibuya Defense. I've tried that one. I probably can if I do it for like 12 hours again, like I did last time. Last time I 12 started, it took me 11 hours to do it. But I'll attempt Deadly Assault if I can. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is going to take Yishuan. This is going to take... Crap. This is going to take Evelyn, isn't it? And then this is going to take Miyabi. Good luck. I'm gonna need it. I'm going to need it. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll take this one. And then we'll do... Crap, the problem... Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna have to... Okay. I know what I'm gonna have to do.
Let's make a grand entrance.
I can help you ward off misfortune. Allow me to watch over you.
Priest was quite... Okay, that gives me hope. That gives me hope. The agents may be deployed. Yeah, that's fine. I could just barely scrape through having three different teams. Unfortunately, again, Astra Yao wants to be on Evelyn's team almost as much as she wants to be on this one. Actually, probably more than she wants to be on this one, but I don't have the good support for this.
Let's make this quick.
Okay, I'm probably not going to talk as much because I'm going to be trying very hard to focus and do well.
What a nuisance. Let's make this quick. Swift yet still.
Ah! There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're gaming. I wonder when this thing is going to get its miasma shield. I wonder when it's going to do that. So I kind of want to save my ult for it, but I don't know if that's attainable. I hate it when it does that. I hate it when it does this. There it is. There it is. I wanted to chill out a little bit before I start using my ult, because I don't want to miss. There we go. You can't counter that? That's a little weird. There we go. There we go. We got it. No, Jamfufu, do the thing. There we go. What do you mean you can't do Deadly Assault? You're doing better than me? I appreciate it. It's very nice of you. I mean, okay, so the last time, admittedly I haven't done Deadly Assault much at all. The last time I did Deadly Assault, I was, give it to me. I don't know if she's going to do the miasma shield again. I want to save my ult for that, if she is. But so the reason why I said that I don't think I'm going to do very well is because, admittedly, I've been slacking on Deadly Assault. I ignored it for quite a while because I didn't have the teams for it. To the point to that okay. So you can get some really good freeze frames in this game. I love it. But the reason why I said that is I did it once for a video, and I could not do very well because I only had one team. And I kind of just mishmashed my Miyabi team. I kind of like Fufu acquired missile. I love Jifufu. She's so fun. But yeah, so I guess I was just thinking about that too much. I don't do ether damage. I'm probably gonna have to take this one. It's a little weird. It doesn't let me use my manual. But I don't know. Crap. I'm gonna have to take. I've kind of gutted you though. Actually, hold on. This thing resists. Okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. You still have your stuff, don't you? Kind of. Hold on. We have options. Dang it. I already bought it. I was too thorough. That's unfortunate. Okay. I think Trigger's still our best option. Oh, this is gonna suck. Hello, Kentos. How you doing today? It's good to see you.
Good day. Get going.
Eradicate. I am the Eye of Obel.
This is the
How was your final test? Final thing? I don't know, proper word is usage I'm not having. Ancient Bangbu deployed in this stage. That's fine. I have enough Bangbus for what I need. But yeah, so I guess I was over anticipating how bad Deadly Assault was because now I have more than one team. Because last time I did this, I only had one team and I had to like gutter it across all the options. So that never really worked out very well. But
Evasive from.
yep.
Ether vision activate. You're cornered. I'll keep you safe. That was easy.
Do something.
You're in my sights.
You can get really cheeky with Lucy. You can iframe a lot of the stuff if you just hold her E at the opportune times. Now, unfortunately, this boss I'm just not very good against, so that's going to be really fun.
Keep your distance.
Ow. Like, he just hits really hard. There we go. Okay, give me Lucy buff.
You have no means of escape.
Prompe sucks. I will agree with that one every second of it.
Best defense.
I don't know what it is with me and the Viper ones. The Inferno Rider is not a very good fight for me either. In Wuthering Waves. I'm just not very good about that one. There we go. We get 2 stacks. I'm gonna go do this, so that way the ult will hit later.
Fire support ready.
Give me the iframes. Dodge. Give me a stack.
Recalibrating.
Because it's roadkill. That's based. Okay.
Kick 'em while they're down.
Come on, Evelyn. She's my strongest character on my account right now. Well, actually, Miyabi is, but Evelyn has slightly better stats. Okay, come on.
To end this, we got him. Your journey ends with
You know, when you play Zenless Zone Zero really, really well, it's like mesmerizing how fluid everything is. And then I realized I can't play this game very well.
I'll take point.
So, like, I don't even know if it's possible for me to. Ow. What?
Ether vision activate. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
And the winner is me!
Fire support ready.
Yep. I don't know if I'm. Maybe it'll be possible later on down the line when I'm able to like super refine my characters, but I don't think. I'm pretty far away from actually killing the enemies, instead of just getting their HP low enough for like the points to matter. Although I only have 11 seconds, so like I gotta do something like right now. Come on, Evelyn. Come on, Evelyn. No, I was so close! I was so close! It's so unfortunate. I was so close. I was so close. Killing would mean 100,000 points. Yeah, so I'm nowhere. I'm nowhere close. I get maybe that's something that's unattainable. Maybe it's like the only way you're gonna do that reliably is if you have like M6, 3 absolutely cracked out units all on the same team. I've only seen highly optimized Miyabi teams do that. I was about to say, I would assume Miyabi, that's really unfortunate. I was 2,000 points away. But we get Miyabi team. There's Gulliver.
Eradicate all evil.
But that one did it in half the time. Right, yeah, I was like, Miyabi's just nuts. Alright, we'll do that. And then we'll do Yanagi. I'm really glad that Yanagi's coming back. I can hopefully snipe her weapon for her. M6, W5. Yeah, I mean, actually, having M5 Miyabi weapon would be super big. Okay.
Waste of time. Here to assist. How about that? Press forward.
Let me keep the buff.
My blade is already sheathed. You cannot stop me.
He's already got his other appendages. Ow. So, again, chat, I do apologize if I'm not speaking very often. I have to focus. I don't have much of an option. And I'm already throwing. Good lord.
Enemies of Section 6 shall pay. Surrender.
That is the one thing I don't understand. Rita's buff does not have a timer, like everyone else's. So I can never optimally play my characters, because I don't know when the buff's gonna run out. Which is really bad.
One sprinkle suffice. An opening. Purging slash.
Give it to me.
Yeah. Again. Weakling.
Where's my Astra? She was used on my... I did. I used it with my, I can't think. I'm trying so hard.
Waste of time.
Xavier, help. Answer, please.
My blade is already.
If you have it already. I don't know. I can't look at my screen.
Mind your body.
It's over.
You cannot stop. Press the attack. Surrender.
I'm not even gonna bother. Nope. What?
Scatter. Here to support.
My blade is already sheathed.
Victory. The only option. Weak spot located. Be good. Don't be scared. No forgiveness.
Brother. That was rough. Oh, like that, and that was my strongest team. That's insane. Yeah. Oh wow. And that is why I don't do Gen 6 Assault very often. Actually, I should probably start doing it because, you know, the amount of polychrome matters. But yeah, I mean that was 300. That's pretty worth it. And actually, I got all the polychrome from it. I guess this is just, I mean, getting these would be nice. And the money's really important, because this game is pretty stingy with its resources. But yeah, that was rough. Hey, I did it! Okay, I will reach out in just one moment. While I figure out what the heck is going on. Tactics, combat achievements. Yeah. Want me to do this? I'll reach out in one moment. One moment, I promise. There you go, that's why. He's level 1. I very briefly glanced over and saw Pan and I was like, they're probably talking about this guy. Okay, so let me read. Might be like on Sakaku be like, right. Same, I also need her weapon. I got Miyabi and W engine first run. I was able to get her and her W engine first run. I even lost 50-50 to Miyabi. Your 0% win rate is really shining. Actually, you say, Draco, what is your highest Mindscape pity character? But I also need to say for Orphe and Seed, I do not know who those are. Interesting. I know there is one really cool, like, dragon redhead character that's coming out soon-ish, I think. She looks really interesting. It might be one of those. Miyabi was my first 5-star. She was mine as well. Well, my first 5-star is Yanagi. But, so I shouldn't say that. Orphe is 100% playable. By the way, where is your Astra? I do not know if Orphe is playable. So yes, I'll use my Astra in my Yishun team because Evelyn at least had Lucy to back her up and Lucy's built. And then Miyabi had Rina to back her up, whereas Yishun had no one. So it just kind of by default absorb Astra. That's why. And Seed will come next patch. That would be sick. That would be really cool if they come next patch. Yishun, Yishun. So yeah, so the reason why I didn't use Pan is because of level 1. Because I got Jifufu and Yishun relatively close back to back, so they've been who I've been focusing on the most. But Pan's probably going to be next when Jifufu gets to a decent spot to stop. Then again, my Yishun's also not fully built yet either. He needs to build him then eventually. I think I almost got all 9 stars in Deadly Assault. That's big. That's nice. That's Orphe. Gotcha. Astra the attack buffer on the HP scaler. I mean, it was the quick swap. That's what I That's what it was there for. Because like I had no one. I literally had no one else, and I'd rather have the 3 than 2 characters. Build Pan. He is the Yishun sport. I'm getting there. Like these two aren't even fully built yet. Like I can't hobble 3 characters. I mean, I can. I don't want to. I don't want to spread my resources that thin. I want them to be at a decent spot. Chifufu though. And he's really. I mean, yeah, Pan's really easy to build, but like I have these guys. I guess they're at an okay spot ish now. I could probably work on him.
Do you want me to fight?
But her substats needs some work. Hers do too, but mainly Jifufu. Jifufu's worse off than Yishuan at the moment. But yeah, and then I guess that gives Astra a permanent home with Evelyn, which would help so much. I did quick roll on my Nicole for the assault base. Nicole's very good. Three 3,000 attack. I'm assuming you're talking about Nicole for that one. Cantos. Unless you're talking about Astra, because my Astra has that. If my Astra's done, I don't have to worry about her anymore. And they still can't get 1 star on it. That's unfortunate. No, that was for Pan? Okay, yeah, well, then that would be relatively easy to do. It's just the core passives that I need to work on.
I make a mean chitlins meal.
So I could probably build him and then go back to these 2 Goobers up here because they need help. They need help. So okay, so we actually be able to get that done. I did not expect to do Deadly Assault today, but hey. Okay, so they're just talking about the level cap. And then they added more perpetrators, which is really nice. I'll probably... I'll probably do these when this one comes out. That way I can do them all in one swoop. But... Yep, so unfortunately, that is all the time that I have today for this stream. Luckily enough, we do have tomorrow, so we will be streaming tomorrow. I will be finishing up the Zenless story, and I would really hope to do this monstrosity that I've accumulated, because I didn't want to do it off camera. Did you pull on anyone this patch? I don't have the summon. Okay, you're gonna hate me, but every button, it's F3 for summons, except this game, and I don't know why they do that. How many summons do I have available to me at this exact moment? I have 5 here. That's obviously not going to be anything. And I have 60. So 34 plus 5 plus 60. I only pull when I have guarantee. I know Yuzuha is like Miyabi's new best in slot, which I would like to get eventually because, you know, it's Miyabi. But I don't have the summons to guarantee, so I'm not going to be pulling. I will try to get Yanagi's weapon. Even though I don't have guarantee, I will at least try for that. If I lose 50-50, oh well, I get 50-50, I guess. But I think her weapon is worth it to try and get outside of me waiting until guarantee, because this is what she's running right now. So, am I gonna pull for anyone? No, I would like to save my summons, but I will be not gonna hate you for being broke. That's crazy. Yeah, but no, I mean that's really it. I am going to. I'm going to try for Yanagi weapon, but that's about it. I would like to save. I guess until Yuzuha gets a rerun, because I have Evelyn Premium Team, I have Yishuen Premium Team, I just need Yuzuha for Miyabi, and then my 3 teams are done. Unless if another character comes out that is like vastly superior to support someone else, then I'm done. And I can kind of just save for a little bit and breathe. But yeah, so that's my plan. I also need to save for guarantee, right? It's guarantee is nice to have. It's very important. Yeah, so that's my plan. I don't have 50, so I have to win the 75-25, because if I don't, then I'm not going to probably be able to get the weapon. Just like I said. Because 5 plus 60 plus 34. And you know, I will have the 10, so I will have 9 more summons for the, you know, the lock-in for the update by the time that Unagi comes out. So I'll have about about 90. I'll have about 90, but I will have to win the 75-25, so the price range to obtain the limited S-rank agent is $1.98. That'd be crazy to get Yuzuha and $1.98 to $475.20. I don't know why I just noticed that was there. But yeah, interesting that they put it at that value. But anyway, like I said, I do have to end stream. I do appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by and hanging out. I always do appreciate it. And we'll be streaming Zenless tomorrow, and I hope to see you then. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys later.